I believe now that you think that I now believe you think that your audience are idiots. That's why you call other people audiences idiots. After listening to what you just put out, I watched the video, Bobby. I called you Bobby because I don't want nobody to go to your channel. That's why I said help Bobby instead of your name. So let's just start from the beginning. This video won't even take long. In the beginning, you start talking about your sobriety and that you drink now and you don't have a drinking problem. And then literally in 10 seconds less, right after you said that, you start talking about, you go public about your struggles with drinking, with alcoholism. You said with your struggles and how you go through it. Okay. All right. I don't know, that sounds contradictory to me. Right after that, you start talking about like my health and all that other personal stuff. And when you start talking about that, I start talking about, not talking about, I start thinking about the definition of fallacy. They literally use that as a definition of one of the fallacies. I can't think of it. If I think of the specific fallacy, I'll put the link in the description. I think it's a straw man fallacy, to be honest with you. I'm 90% certain it's a straw man fallacy. And what they use, it was saying like, it's like saying a 400-pound person can't give you advice on health because they're 400 pounds, but they literally can give you advice on it. They may not take the advice that they give, but that's like two fallacies in one that you did to try to insult me, which was an ad hominem. Then it was a straw man fallacy. Hold on, there was a third fallacy somewhere in there too. Straw man fallacy, ad hominem, and then also the fact that you tried to mask health, like working out, with sobriety. So that's like three fallacies all into one. Take this information, do whatever you want to do with it. What else you said? A bunch of personal attacks. I don't care about any of that stuff, bro. You just like thousands of videos about me on YouTube. And then after that, you said the meat and potatoes, because this actually can help other people, about strikes. The only time you made me mad is when you forced me to sit there and listen to you say a definition I already knew about the whole striking process. But I need to correct you on something. If I put out a strike against your channel for copyright, right? And I show just a picture that you put up, and then I tell them a timestamp of where that is on my channel, you will get struck every single time. They're going to put that through. They're like, he said the information on his channel that matches, here's information that matches. It's 100% going through. So I don't know why you're telling people false information. It is 100% going through on a strike. When it goes through, the person can strike you back, the whole definition that you did. But here's the thing that you like to do with your audience. You like to lie to your audience. You like to mix in words. I only talked about what happened with you and BS Beast Boy. I don't know nothing you've ever done. So every time in your video when you said, John says I'm striking people now, I didn't. I've never in my life spoken about you until my video just right now. So they can go watch that video and see I literally only talked about the one situation with you and BX Beast Boy. One. So every time you come on your video and say, he said I'm doing all these strikes and striking people or striking, I don't know nothing about none of that stuff. I don't watch you, bro. Like your content wasn't nothing for me to watch. So I don't know. So I never spoken on that because I did not know. I'm talking about this one situation. So if you want to stay on subject, be great. But in this one subject about striking, first of all, like you had somebody in your audience who commented on your video you just made, who has literally made, without exaggeration, over hundreds of videos about me. I've never struck him or anyone. No one can show you where I've struck them because I accept what happens when you're on YouTube like a man. People come out and do commentary about you. They say lies like you said lies in your video about me just now. And that's okay. It's cool. Come back. I always come back and tell the truth, but like, just accept it as a man. I don't go around trying to fake false strike somebody. You did do a fake strike. I'm going to tell you specifically why it's a fake strike. First of all, you just lied and said that you struck him because it was bullying, harassment, and all that stuff. He kept making videos. That's not a copyright. See how you trick your audience? If you strike somebody's channel for bullying and harassment, that's not a copyright. A copyright is saying somebody used your stuff. You struck him on a copyright, and you said you did it because out of your own mouth, Well, I'm trying to find the exact words you said, because he did misleading information or false information about you. You can't strike somebody on that on a copyright. Look, I'm gonna go slower for the nosebleed section. You cannot copyright strike someone's channel because you don't like what they're saying about you. That's what you did. If you would have struck him because of bullying and all of that stuff, and he making a bunch of videos about you, they wouldn't have asked for his address. They would have watched his material, saw that he did the infraction that you said, and did it. You told your audience that striking people is a waste of time. That's why you don't do it anymore. Have you ever tried to put two and two together and think maybe it's a waste of time because I'm not doing it correctly? I'm false striking, and YouTube is smart enough to know that people are abusing their system, so they're stopping people who false strike? Because if I say that you use my content and I strike you, you're going to get struck. You don't know how to fill out your stuff. I do. So if I were to say someone is bullying, harassing me, fill out the forms, their channel will come down. I just don't do that because I'm a grown-ass man who accepts the responsibility of being on YouTube. It's just that simple. So we're not going to go off opinion. We're going to go on facts. You gave him a copyright strike. And even in your latest video talking to me, you explained to your audience another kind of strike, saying you did not do it because he bullied and harassed you by making a bunch of videos. That's not a copyright. So for the second time, you've admitted that you did a false strike on this guy's channel. Now let's go with the address about doxing, right? You said that you lied to your audience again. You said in the video about me that I said that all you do is go around doxing people and you never dox anybody. I never said that. Again, I'm talking about this one incident with BXB Boy. Stay on subject. Only thing I know is this one incident. So I spoke on this one incident. Unless you're going to show me proof that I'm saying you're doxing everybody when I don't watch you, I don't know all these beefs and all this stuff you got. I don't know. So could you stop lying on my name? That would be great. In this one incident of BX Beast Boy, I tried to stress to you, you tagged my name in the post, and then when I responded, you deleted my comment. But you know I've been on YouTube for a while, so as soon as I responded, I screenshotted it. I gave it to BX Beast Boy, by the way. I think you're going to talk about that later. You deleted my comment after tagging me in the post. Little ass dude, you act like a child. I swear you act like a child for real. But we're going to go back on subject. I never said you doxed anybody except for BS Beast Boy. And I keep stressing, a human being comes back to look at this, not a bot. It's not a system. You saying that he gave a fake address because he didn't put his apartment number. A person, a human being that works at YouTube would have simply came back and said, you forgot the apartment number. They would not have snatched this thing down. You got this friend that you like to bring up. I'm going to bring up somebody bigger than your friend for anecdotal evidence. Look that up if you don't know what that means, Bobby. Anecdotal evidence. There's a large YouTube channel called Aba and Preach. They have over 1.5 million subscribers. They made a ton of videos about another YouTube channel called Fresh and Fit. They got about 600,000 subscribers. Bob, everybody and their mama make a billion videos about Fresh and Fit every day. They're getting destroyed on YouTube. They flag everyone, mass flag. Boom, sent it all out. Flag Aba and Preach. Got Aba and Preach. Aba and Preach came back, defended themselves because they talked to a human being. And after they defended themselves, Fresh and Fit got an email from YouTube that said, it appears all of these strikes that you put out, no one broke terms and services. You have 7 days to respond and tell us why you put this out, or we will remove your large channel. So when this human being goes back to BX Beast Boy, you know, they don't even have to look at his content for harassing and bullying and none of that stuff because you never put in the strike for that. You put in a copyright strike. After you put in this false copyright strike that we now know is false, they were going to come back, talk to him, ask him for his address. He put the apartment number in if he lives there. I don't know where he lived. I'm not going to try to put that guy information out like that. But let's look at what you did on his information, right? You went on to describe and put down anybody that lives in poverty-stricken areas. See, your hatred for one guy made you put down everybody, and it could have been people in your audience that you were putting down too. Anybody that's struggling, not doing good, and living in a poverty-stricken area. But I was wondering how you knew where he lived, because you are on video saying he lived in another city and state. So if I watch you saying a guy lives in a guy, you strike a guy. He has no choice but to put his address in. Instead of you doing like a normal human being and just going through the YouTube process, you take his information, give it to people that have made hate videos about him. He will be able to show the link to he would be able to show the link to the videos that they made about him. He'll be able to show links to your videos that y'all going back and forth, and then knowing that y'all don't like each other. Then you take the information from YouTube, then you give it to these people. You showed this. I didn't show this. You showed this. You sound know what I'm talking about. I'm only knowing what you putting out. That's what you put out. You put out that you sent the address that was on YouTube. So YouTube ain't thinking about no false or none of that. YouTube, we gave you our process. And in our process, you took information from it to give it to other people. They gonna consider that doxing, bruh. And then you start to insinuate that, well, he lives in this building. He just didn't give the apartment number. So now I'm going to go and discuss and put down and talk about people that live there. Your channel was in more trouble than his. That's why you never went through with it. You again asserted something that wasn't true, because what happened with your friend. You asserted that he don't live here, and then just boom, his channel disappears. It never goes like that. Even when your channel does get taken down, you have a right. YouTube also lets you come back to go against that. Even like when Critical K, whatever her name, channel got put down, she could go. I guess she lost again, but she had the right to go. I forget the word I'm looking for. So you did dox. You did dox, and you did it in a disgusting way. And I didn't like that. I didn't like hearing you. And what's wrong with me? I didn't call you stupid. I didn't call you a name. I didn't say nothing negative about you. I didn't like the fact that you went live and you describing somebody's whereabouts and where they live and doing all of this stupid stuff from information that you took from YouTube. And BX Beast Boy's words, that's nasty. It's just nasty. It's stupid. You look crazy out here. Angry. Speaking of that angry stuff, like you said, I went on like drunken rants or whatever. Post one video. Post one video where I look, where I'm belligerent and I'm drinking. Never ever happened on YouTube ever in my history. Just post one video link, just one. So, but anyway, I don't know what else you want me to say, dude. I guess you like the attention. You wanna fight or whatever. But like, bruh, this ain't real life, man. This ain't real life, man. I mean, if you trying to get your coins or whatever, bruh. But babe, you okay? I'm just saying, like, we got pretty wild last night. I'm just trying to make sure you can walk. Man, you better focus on real life, man. This stuff is crazy, man. Focus on real life for real. Focus on yourself. Prove what I say is wrong. Prove what I'm saying is wrong. I'm telling you now the YouTube process. Anybody don't believe me, type in Ava and Preach versus Fresh and Fit. They put the YouTube letter on there that YouTube finds out you're false striking people's channel. They're going to tell you got 7 days to prove why you did this, or we taking your channel down. That is a fact. Your boy said it's a copyright strike. They only going to get your address for a copyright strike to go to court. But you can't go to court over harassment and bullying. That's a different strike. That's not a copyright strike. He gave him a copyright strike and just told y'all in the latest video about me, it's because he made a series of videos saying negative shit about him. That is a factual lie. That is a lie. 2 different kind of strikes. You got a privacy strike, copyright strike, and then when you break terms of service, it's like you say something like, I don't know, racism, terrorist threats, bombs, bullying. All of that is a separate strike. He just told y'all he gave BX a copyright strike, and he did it because he put out a series of videos. That's the second time he's lied. The first time he said he struck him was because He was misdirecting the narrative. What the fuck is that? YouTube going, all right, y'all listen to your boy if you want to, man. But I'm going to continue having fun in my life. And y'all hold it down.